Wow, I gotta say, this game looks very beautiful. I wonder what's over here. Black Myth Wuchang is the bajillion gaming genre that is extremely saturated by now. I've already played 3 of these games just this year alone, and even as a pretty big FromSoft fan, I'll be lying if I say that these aren't getting old by now. Now, to be fair, some of these games are actually good. Many are pretty ass, and only a very select few can live up to the titles that they draw so much inspiration from. And as for Wuchang, it kind of faceplants somewhere in between, this game is a masterpiece, and didn't I already fucking play this 1,000 times before? Its biggest strength by far is its build freedom. You get multiple weapon classes, talismans, spells, weapon augments, weapon coatings, and most of all, a massive, detailed, multi-branching skill tree. Instead of picking between a basic level up system or a skill tree that unlocks flashy enemy moves, Wuchang fuses them together in a way that feels seamless and coherent. Every weapon plays completely differently with their unique movesets, skills, buffs, and you can carry 2 of them at any time. You can block, you can dodge, you can parry, you can even clash your attacks with the enemy's attacks by timing them correctly. There is so much variety in the building blocks given to you, and what you can make is only limited by your own imagination. I am not exaggerating when I say that this is likely the top 3 progression system in the genre to date, next to games like Neo and Kazan. You can also respec at any time for no cost whatsoever. However, what is frustrating about Wuchang is that despite clearly having putting so much effort into build systems and combat, the developers seem to have only spent around 20 seconds on everything else related to gameplay. Janky hitboxes, a stiff recovery system, constant gang fights, your soul is not spawning outside of the boss room after every death, and bullshit ass level design. This game's idea of good level design is to place these haha gotcha you fucking idiot traps everywhere in a single level. You see this tree right here, good sir? Looks like a normal tree, right? Well, psych, it's actually not a normal tree. Haha, gotcha, you fucking idiot. Now get punched into a pit of fire and die. What's this? A regular corner? Ha! Gotcha again, Batman, you big dum-dum. There's actually a dude waiting in the back to backstab you. And there's 5 of these every single fucking level. The game does this so fucking much, especially in the early levels, that it just becomes exhausting. You'll be having fun traversing through intricate environments, fighting well-designed enemies, getting into rhythm, and then bam, you die to stupid bullshit number 89 and suddenly wants to go play literally anything else. This is one of those evil games designed by evil people where the levels are harder than the bosses, but for all the wrong reasons. And that sucks, because outside of these bullshit ass design choices, the game's actually pretty solid. And thankfully, it does start pulling back on the gacha nonsense later on and gradually replaces it with more thoughtful designs. Boss says, oh, now this is a big one, I can make or break a game like this. Any Wuchang? They're good, even great sometimes. There's a lot of variety in what you fight that keeps the game fresh. Seasoned warriors, Chinese mythical monstrosities, or a combination of the both. All of these have slick moves and killer visual designs. This is one of those ARPGs which clearly value quality over quantity in its boss fights, which is so refreshing to see after playing games like Wuchang and Kazan, where fights can sometimes boil down to you find the same dude for the 60th time, but this time he's red. That is, until you're hit with a massive difficulty spike after like the 5th or 4th boss, from which the game basically goes, alright, you had your fun, bye-bye. From here, the boss's moves become tornadoes and barrages of ass beating as your window for punishment and counter drops hard on my GPA during my 2nd uni year. If you aren't sick of the genre yet and want to play a solid ARPG with Souls-like elements and its own take on the traditional formula that doesn't deviate too much, Wuchang will do nicely if you're willing to look past the problems I mentioned. It's also one of the better entry points for newcomers in my opinion due to its extremely generous window for dodging. Overall, I give Black Myth Wuchang a 3.5 caps out of 5, with a big pair of chopsticks. I think for me personally, the Souls-like ARPG genre has become too stagnant and saturated at this point, and Chinese devs are leaning a bit too heavy into making these types of games by dressed in traditional Chinese clothing and wielding gens. I always welcome new competition, but would like to see more nuanced and original games, so hopefully, the next big Chinese AA release can do just that. Fuck.
不管风月，我继续等你回，手术。